Welcome to my corner of the internet, where today we're going to talk about Emerald, who, unlike the others in Salem's inner circle, never fought for vengeance or power, but for the person she loved. Whether those feelings were romantic or platonic, Cinder was someone she revered. This is because before they met, Emerald was alone, a street rat committing petty theft just to get by. But with Cinder, she found a place to be. She found someone who finally needed her. So, despite all the verbal and sometimes physical abuse, she chose to stay with her for certain reasons. Under Sinnoh's instruction, her petty crimes turned into more serious offenses as they prepared for the fall of Beacon. While watching the destruction unfold, you can see how she begins to regret her choices and feels bad for innocent people being caught in the crossfire. But those feelings are quickly pushed aside because Sinnoh was happy. Every action was justifiable to Emerald as long as Cinder was by her side, until the Battle of Haven, and she suddenly wasn't there anymore. With Cinder gone, Emerald was more reluctant to continue working under Salem, but decided to stay, probably fearing what would happen if she left. But it wasn't all bad, as Hazel and Mercury were still there to support her. And I think this was important for Emerald, as she was able to experience people even somewhat caring for her safety without expecting anything in return. As the villains began their assault on Atlas, Emerald is reunited with Cinder and is overjoyed. Except Cinder is pretty dismissive of her, chooses Neo for her attack on Amity, and has a negative reaction to Emerald removing her from danger after they failed. I think it's around this time that Emerald realizes Mercury might be right and Cinder doesn't care for her. And after learning of Salem's true goal of wanting to destroy the world, she decides it's time to escape. Luckily, Hazel has the same idea and works to ensure they can leave, unfortunately at the cost of his life. Once everything calms down, I think it'll be interesting to see how Emerald copes with losing someone who actually cares for her, aside from someone who just wants to use her like Cinder. While walking through the subway, we get another look into Emerald's emotion through Rin's semblance and her expression seeing the surroundings of Alice. To me, her face shows regret, shame, and maybe even a little bit of sympathy. It could be because she knows what it's like to not have a home, and helping displace those people bothered her in, in a way none of her previous actions had up until that point. As Emerald is brought back to our heroes, things are obviously tense given the history between all of them. However, because she's a capable fighter and has a useful semblance, she was put to work almost immediately and seemed willing to assist. Between helping subdue Penny, trick Ironwood, and defend the people of Atlas, Emerald looked Emerald looked like she was enjoying being on the side of the heroes, even if it did feel weird. And so Emerald has started her long journey towards redemption, but I think the word atonement would fit her situation better. I don't think she expects anyone to forget the evil she took a part in, but wants her chance to correct mistakes of the past. For any RVB fans out there, Carolina had a quote that I think fits Emerald's situation well, that goes, "What you and I were involved in, the things we hoped to, I'll be honest, I don't know if we can ever get all the way back to good, but I think that we have a chance to do better. And if we wake up every day and try to make things better, eventually we might find that better is good enough." And currently, Emerald is on her path to doing better. I don't think Emerald's journey will be solidified until she confronts Cinder at some point one final time, but I'm excited to see where she goes in the future. So let me know what you think of Emerald as a character, if she's deserving of atonement, or any other thoughts you have. I'll see you in the next one.